Maclura pomifera is Osage orange. It's also known as hedge apple, bodark, horse apple. It's one of our native plants. It's extremely tolerant of heat and drought and poor soils. Grows in some of the hottest areas in Oklahoma. This is one of the plants where sometimes you think of a fast-growing plant as having kind of a soft or a weak branches or wood, and this is a fast-growing plant that actually has extremely hard wood. It's actually used to make bows. Some of the Native American groups make actual bows, like archery bows, out of the wood. It's sort of a low-branched, broad-spreading, round-headed plant. The leaves are typically very dark green. They're kind of a little bit of a milky sap at the base. When you pull off a leaf, it will kind of bleed a little bit of milky sap. It has a smooth leaf margin, so it's sort of an oval shape, tapering to a point, deep green that holds its color well through even the worst of heat. You'll hardly ever see anything chewing on it. The plant itself actually has kind of a natural insect repellent in the bark, so there are just no pests on this tree. The leaves grow on either shoot or spur growth, and we'll see that when we see the plant, that there are little small spur branches that sometimes the leaves will look like they're clustered, but they're very closely alternate on the spur branches. On a faster growing stem, you'll have just shoot growth where you'll have alternate leaves growing along the shoot. There are usually thorns. It kind of depends on how fast the plant is growing. The more vigorous growing, the more thorns. The more slower growing, say when it's just about to maturity, you will find less or fewer thorns on the branches. The underside of the leaf, just a little bit lighter green than the top. The plant is dioecious, so you'll have male and female flowers on different plants. We don't have an image of the flower here, but they're kind of just a greenish white, really sort of not very noticeable. On the female plants, you will find these large, they're grapefruit size, large grapefruit size fruit. It's a greenish fruit. These are individual seeds that are sort of pressed together in this aggregate fruit. They fall on the ground. They're very, very numerous on a large tree, and then the squirrels will usually rip them up and sort of leave them shredded all over the ground. The orange in the name refers to the orange coloration of the bark. On a younger tree, you'll see very, very shallow furrows. An older tree like this, you will see deeper furrows, gray with this orange undertones in the bark. As the tree really gets to be older, the furrows flatten out and you see more orange showing than gray.